Almost every luxury brand in 2022 has a highly competitive and compelling three-row crossover that fills the role as being a great family vehicle for American car shoppers. With the Lexus RX 350 traditionally being a hot seller and the new Acura MDX taking the market by storm, Infiniti had to create some buzz of their own with the 2022 QX60. Completely redesigned both inside and out, this Japanese luxury manufacturer has a product that's returned for another generation that's bigger and better than ever before. The important question that remains is whether Infiniti has done enough to the QX60 to appeal to today's car buyer, and if there's a new option on the market that just might be better than the Acura MDX and Lexus RX 350. So here are 5 reasons why you should buy a 2022 Infiniti QX60. Three-row crossovers don't necessarily have to be the most engaging to drive to showcase their worth and value to consumers. However, in the luxury market, some competitors have set the standard and expectations high, where these vehicles have to be in some regards enticing to get behind the wheel and commute. The Infiniti QX60's closest competitors are the Acura MDX and Lexus RX 350, two crossovers that are complete opposites, where the MDX is athletic and fun, whereas the RX will prioritize comfort and luxury. The QX60 falls almost perfectly between both rivals, as the interior embodies what a luxury three-row SUV is all about, but the cornering ability, straight-line performance, and suspension would suggest otherwise. Under the hood, the QX60 is powered by a 3.5-liter V6 engine, producing 295 horsepower and 270 pound-feet of torque. But grabbing everyone's attention is the 9-speed automatic transmission sourced by ZF that replaces the CVT used on the prior model year. This new pairing alone has already drawn new buyers to the Infiniti brand, and with 0 to 60 times below 7 seconds, you'll have the capability and confidence to get around slower drivers on the highway. Handling is more than adequate, as the steering does display some weight, which in turn provides a good amount of feedback. But ultimately, buyers will love that the QX60 can balance both luxury and sporty characteristics without leaning too far to one side over the other like we've experienced with the MDX and RX 350. In all fairness, interior design and layout hasn't always been Infiniti's strong suit, as they've lagged behind European competitors, but also Acura and Lexus, who've improved over the years by focusing on the cabin and overall driving environment. For 2022, buyers are greeted by a welcoming and upscale interior, especially on the higher trims such as the Sensory and Autograph. The available heated, ventilated, and massaging leather trim seats for both the driver and front passenger provide a good amount of support. But amplifying this experience is the soft touch materials found throughout, which is what we expect to see in this market. This is all compounded by brand new technology that propels the QX60 into the 2020s, as an available full digital gauge cluster, which is customizable and displays a wide range of information and vehicle settings, is certainly on par with the competition. More importantly for tech enthusiasts, the 12.3-inch touchscreen is easy to use, with the rotary dial and quick access buttons found in the center console. And better yet, the resolution and responsiveness of this user interface is arguably one of the best amongst other Japanese rivals. Beneath the screen, a classy and clean layout for the climate control settings and 3-level heated and ventilated seats does bring an upscale vibe to the QX60 that was lacking in the past. While maybe not as visually appealing as what we see from the Germans, Infiniti did more than enough to create an environment and atmosphere that consumers with families will certainly love. We all know that the Infiniti QX60 is directly related to the Nissan Pathfinder, as they both share the same platform, and to a certain degree, there's also similar aesthetic features where you can easily identify the resemblance. However, Infiniti has always excelled at giving their vehicles their own personalities and characteristics, often integrating upscale and sophisticated styling that you want to see in this market. The QX60 for 2022 brings a sense of maturity, but also modernism, as the front and rear fascias are more rounded and the body lines are smoother compared to the prior generation. Up front, the combination of chrome and gloss black accents adds a classy and sporty persona to this 3-row crossover, with the muscular design for the front bumper and the full LED headlights providing a futuristic road presence. Then coming around to the back, the rounder rear fascia and thinner LED taillights gives the QX60 a trendy look, while also being a departure from the understated road presence that we saw on last generation. By opting for a sophisticated design and incorporating chrome accents for the final third of this crossover, Infiniti is making it clear that the QX60 is not just a more affordable alternative to European competitors, but that its primary focus is being an upscale, family-friendly crossover. Crossovers in this segment typically are practical and suitable for larger families, but it's likely you stumbled across a few 3-row SUVs that lack the interior space to make that third row usable. For passengers, they'll have no issue when it pertains to leg, shoulder, and headroom for the second row, as our model did have a middle seat, but captain's chairs are available for the QX60. Our model did have 3-zone climate control and heated outboard seats, and you have outlets for smartphone connectivity. For the third row, expectations should be kept to a minimum, as average-sized adults will have a difficult time getting comfortable, but there is enough room for smaller children. Then for cargo capacity, behind the third row, you're looking at 14.5 cubic feet of room, with a storage compartment found beneath the floor mat for additional items. Then behind the second row, you'll have 41.5 cubic feet of room, and overall, you'll have right around 75.5 cubic feet of space, allowing you to pack up the family and go on weekend road trips. While this isn't class-leading by any means, the Infiniti QX60 is providing enough comfort and refinement that makes it a great alternative to some of its closest rivals. After many years of hearing the same criticisms hurled towards Infiniti, such as the uses of a CVT, or that the technology is outdated along with the interior designs being not user-friendly, it finally feels as though we've turned the page and have begun a new era. The 2022 Infiniti QX60 is more than an extensive overhaul. It's a fresh start for a brand that's desperately needed some positivity to reestablish themselves as legitimate competitors to Acura and Lexus. The refreshed interior, new technology, and emphasis on comfort and refinement offers drivers and passengers a welcoming and safe environment on daily commutes. Also, the driving dynamics are more reflective of where the automotive industry is currently compared to last generation. But most importantly, all these ingredients come together at a price point that undercuts European rivals. While Infiniti does offer the larger and more upscale QX80, it's the QX60 that sets the bar for future vehicles to come from this Japanese manufacturer, and we believe is the new benchmark for the brand. We hope you enjoyed this quick buyer's guide for the 2022 Infiniti QX60. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're interested in buying a QX60 or any other 3-row crossover, make sure to check out our full reviews to help you find your next vehicle. And thanks for watching.